In this tutorial, we're going to take a look at inserting our handwritten signature into some of the documents that we are creating. Just to give you an idea of what I'm referring to, this is a signature that I have created, and I want to put this into some of the documents that we're creating in RentHQ. So what I've done is I've just written my signature on a piece of paper. I've then got a digital camera, taken a photo of that signature and brought that into my computer. What we might want to do then is just spend a bit of time trying to improve the image. What we want is a white background. Make the background as white as you can, so that when it gets printed on a document it looks like it's actually there rather than having a background around the side of it, a different color. And what we also probably want to do is to try to crop it. So if we use an art program, something like this is just paint that comes with Windows, and we might just sort of crop it a bit like this and use the crop button, because what we don't want is all that white space around the outside. So once we've got our signature with a white background and nicely set out, we can then load that into RentHQ. So to do that, we go to the security logins menu option. So each person who logs into the software should really have their own security login. So I've got three here. I've got one for Jane, one for John, and one for RentHQ. So I'm currently logged in as the RentHQ login. So what I can do is I can load my signature into here. So I can go to the signature tab, I'll use the load signature button, and I'll import that image that I created just before. And I'll upload that. And there we go. That's what my signature looks like now, loaded into RentHQ. So if we took some of our other logins, so this is Jane's login. If I click on Jane, that's Jane's signature. And John, this is John's signature. So each person can have their own separate signature loaded in. And it depends on who we log in as to which signature gets used. So as I say, I'm logged in as this user here, the RentHQ user. So that's the signature I'll be using at the moment. So what can we do with our signature? The first thing we can do is we can insert it into one of our mail merge documents. So I'm going to open one of my existing mail merge documents, and I want to insert the signature down in this space down here. So what I can do is just put the cursor there, and I can choose insert and choose this one here, signature. So that puts the signature tag into my document. Now if I was to preview that document now, there's my RentHQ signature inserted into the document at that location. If I was logged in as Jane and I did the same thing, preview, I would see Jane's signature here. So any email, any letter that I now generate will contain my signature. So I'll just save that. The other thing we can do is we can insert our signature into a tenancy contract. So if I go to one of my tenants and I use the create agreement button, this is not available in all countries, but I'll just choose one of the agreements like this one here, and when it loads that agreement you can see it's automatically inserted my signature into the document for me right here. So that's it. So we've shown you how to load your signature into RentHQ, into the security logins menu option, and we've shown you how to insert it into a mail merge document and also into one of the tenancy agreements.